Hello and welcome. I'm Harry Crisp and I'm starting a podcast, the Cogitate Podcast, and you're listening to the unofficial first episode right now. As I touched on in the first Cogitate video, free speech is really the fundamental right that must be upheld in a free society. It's been said many times that that means putting up with speech you don't like, but that the answer to speech you don't like is more speech. On this podcast, I hope to have difficult and contentious conversations in good faith with people I both agree and disagree with. And that's really the reason for creating this podcast. It's an excuse to have conversations with people I find interesting about topics that are consequential, and that creating a platform can incentivize people to talk with me so I can share those conversations with you. At least in the beginning, this isn't going to be a scheduled thing. I'll release episodes just when they're ready and when I find guests. For now, it will be available on YouTube, and later on I'll look into setting up an RSS feed so you can stream them to your favorite podcatcher. Some episodes will have accompanying video feed, but not all. It just depends on the circumstances of the recording. I'll try to have video as often as possible, but no promises. And full disclosure, I'm not a professional podcaster. I'm learning as I go, but hopefully I can learn quickly to create something interesting. My age does beg another interesting question, and that is, what qualifies me to participate? After all, I simply haven't been on this earth long enough to suitably understand enough or to have read enough or experienced enough to bring a helpful perspective to conversations that have been going on for generations. My response to this is that I dedicate myself to truth in as unbiased a way as it is possible to do. That requires an acknowledgement of my own ignorance, which means the perspective that I can approach topics with is an inquisitive one. To seek truth and understanding, and use logic and reasoning as the tools to navigate confusion and disagreement. I have the first official episode recorded, and I'll be releasing that following this. It's a conversation with a longtime friend of mine, Tusha Srivastava, who works in medicine, and we talk about many things medicine and health. I sincerely hope you enjoy the podcast.